gaming for your entertainment. Welcome back, everybody, to my Mass Effect Legendary Edition playthrough of the male Paragon Shepard. And this is part 11, and today we are going to be hitting the Citadel lockdown and the final side mission, which is our DLC, Bring Down the Sky. And if you haven't already, please like and subscribe to my Kylesk8r24 channel. That would be much appreciated, and I appreciate everyone's support. This is currently on Twitch live, but it will be airing on YouTube, and I have been looking at some of the mistakes that I have made over the last few videos, so I will do my best to try not to make any future mistakes or fumbles as I can. So thank you very much, and here we go.
I forwarded the mission update to the Citadel, Commander. We got confirmation on those reinforcements. Ambassador Udino wants us to report back to the Citadel. The Council's massing a joint species fleet to deal with Saren and his Geth.
Knew they'd come around. Back to the Citadel, Joker. I want the Normandy at the head of that fleet.
Yes, sir.
Also, I apologize in advance if you happen to hear some background noise. My bird is actually right behind me, as well as some of my food and drink, which I will eat and drink from time to time. It's always good to stay hydrated, and other outside noises as well, so thank you.
Good job, Shepard. Thanks to you, the Council's finally taking real action against Saren.
The Ambassador is correct. If Saren is foolish enough to attack the Citadel, as you believe, we will be ready for him.
Patrols are stationed at every mass relay linking Citadel space to the Terminus systems.
You think a blockade's going to stop him? He's on Ilos looking for the conduit right now. What are you doing about that?
Ilos is only accessible to the Mu relay, deep inside the Terminus systems, Commander. If we send a fleet in there, the only possible outcome is full-scale war.
Now is the time for discretion, Commander. Saren's greatest weapon was secrecy. Exposed, he is no longer a threat. This is over.
One ship going into the Terminus systems won't start a war. I can be discreet.
You detonated a nuclear device on Vermeer. I wouldn't call that discreet.
Your style served you well in the Traverse, Commander. We recognize that. But Ilos requires a deft touch. We have the situation under control.
Secrecy isn't his greatest weapon. The conduit is.
Saren is a master manipulator.
Sovereign's the real threat. Saren's just a servant of the Reapers.
Only you have seen the Reapers. And then only in visions. We won't invade the Terminus systems because of a dream.
If Saren finds the conduit, we're all screwed. We have to go to Ilos.
Ambassador Udina, I get the sense Commander Shepard isn't willing to let this go.
There are serious political implications here, Shepard. Humanity's made great gains thanks to you, but now you're becoming more trouble than you're worth.
You bastard! You're selling us out!
It's just politics, Commander. You've done your job, now let me do mine. We've locked out all the Normandy's primary systems until further notice you're grounded.
Are you insane? After everything I've done, you still don't believe me?
I think it's time for you and your team to leave, Commander. This no longer concerns you. The Council can handle this, with my help, of course.
Commander. Shepard, I cannot believe they did this to you. I am so sorry.
It's not your fault.
It's not right. You did everything they asked and more. Nobody else could have done what you did. The Council owes you everything, everything. Instead, they strip you of your command and ground the Normandy.
I don't care if they ground me, but they refuse to go after Saren. If they don't stop him from finding the conduit, we're all dead.
Perhaps we could appeal and get them to reverse their decision.
I pushed them as hard as I could. They wouldn't budge.
So you're going to walk away? You will just give up and doom the entire galaxy to extinction?
We're out of the game for now, but I'll find a way back in.
I believe in you, Shepard. I am with you every step of the way.
Sorry to interrupt, Commander. Got a message from Captain Anderson.
Are you spying on us, Joker?
No, sir. Just knew you were on the ship and figured I'd pass the message on. The captain said to meet him at Flux, that club down in the wards.
You should probably go meet with him.
Okay, so yes, we are stuck on the Citadel. And this is our only time we can choose our squad mates. Once we choose whoever we're going to be choosing, that's it. You cannot re-switch your squad and go back to the Citadel and do this all over again. This is just not possible. So yeah, part of the reason why we went this direction is because... Well, hang on a second.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
Sorry, Commander. The Normandy's locked down. Ambassador Udina gave the order. Sorry, Commander. The Normandy's locked down. Ambassador Udina gave the order.
So yeah, this is essentially the final time you can be on the Citadel. So whatever you do, get whatever supplies you can and whatever things you want to get before you head out.
Alliance officials report that a Geth incursion into the Armstrong cluster has been repulsed, with the Geth suffering heavy casualties. In the event of future Geth activity, the Alliance plans to maintain a strong security presence in the area.
So yeah, for anyone new to Mass Effect, this is technically the final portion of our game, starting with the end of our 4 missions. And so, because we completed Vermeer, which was our 4th mission in this playthrough, now we have to immediately head to the Citadel and unfortunately get grounded. So, Anderson is supposed to meet with us, but right now I want to make sure that I check through every little nook and cranny that I need to do left, including going to stores.
Hello, Commander.
Show me what you've got.
I'll open the rare stocks for you, Commander. Enjoy.
Ah, this is finally back. Okay, so in one of my last videos, or one of my previous videos, I mentioned something about HMWs. I don't know if I said weapons you can get in the game. And it used to be you could get these weapons at, I believe, level 7. But I think they've changed that on purpose so that you wouldn't be able to get the more powerful weapons, you know, probably by the 3rd or 4th mission of whatever mission you're carrying. So these are the most powerful weapons in the game. And you can also get them from the Alliance Requisition Officer, but you have to get them manually from the Citadel. So I am definitely getting these weapons because I am literally at almost my max amount of money. And I'm going to sell a bunch of stuff. So yeah, I'm going to go through all of these marketplaces at least one more time before continuing on with talking with Captain Anderson down at the Flux. Let's see. So this is not going to take too long, because the Citadel side, unless you haven't gone through any of the side missions prior to this, you'll have the chance to go through any other side missions that let you go out and about. But if you have to come back at this point on a side mission and you aren't able to go back to the Citadel, it's because you're breaking out of the Citadel. The authorities will not be pleased with you when you get out. And that's kind of just a spoiler here, but not really, because you're already being told you're grounded, so... But I'm making sure that I sell as much as I can before too long, because last time I had an issue with trying to figure out the best way to deal with carrying all of my ammo and weapon upgrades and armor upgrades simultaneously. So I have done that now, and I am selling all of the massive amounts of items. So I was literally very close to having to sell some of these for Omnigel, and honestly, Omnigel's not worth selling all of this when you can get this much money as is. So, all in all, it's good to go to all of your respective markets and buy whatever things you can, even if they don't matter to you, and then sell a lot of the items you don't want in your inventory anymore.
Admiral Kahoku, a respected member of the Alliance military, has passed away. The veteran soldier who won the love of his troops during conflict with the Batarians died of natural causes. Kahoku is survived by his wife and 3 children, who are planning a small private memorial service.
So, I'm going to try not to skip and travel as much as possible in this playthrough, just simply because I want to hear whatever little stuff is left, but I know where I'm going next. So down in the Presidium, I am heading to the Financial District. Also, you could explore through every nook and cranny of the Citadel to hear each squad member's responses, but if you haven't done that at this point, then, you know, this is the last time you can do it, but you're restricted to it because you've only got these 2 members, so...
This is truly magnificent. Most Prothean architecture I see is in ruins.
Although at this point, I did not bring Liara with me.
This place is overwhelming. Remarkable. Nature and technology combined in one elegant whole.
Alright.
Command. Show me your items. Oh.
Alright, so we're going to go through every single store place, figure out what I want to get. Turian and Krogan armor. And at this point, I still need to buy stuff, just so I can buy better armor, even if it's not probably in comparison any better than the current armor that I've got, but I don't even have Rex with me, so it may not even matter, but at this point, it matters in terms of what things is best. So I'm gonna kind of go with my gut feeling at this point, and that's not bad either, actually. Why not? Alright, done with those comparisons. Now to sell a few more things. This is kind of my way of navigating my inventory and my currency. That should be good.
Oh.
High explosive rounds. I do need well, no. Actually, never mind. I already have too many of these. Excuse me for my throat clearing. It's anytime I drink something or eat something, sometimes I have this tendency to want to clear my throat. So, I apologize sincerely in advance.
Strange. Some want to see this Krogan monument removed, but it is important to remember our history, even if those memories make us uncomfortable. The sheer size of this place is overwhelming.
My first CSEC posting was here on the Presidium, mostly for show, not much crime up here.
Yeah, this is kind of just filler at this point. I just, you know, this Liara is technically my last squad member that I haven't taken with me to any of my Citadel visits, as far as I remember. And I've taken 3 Citadel visits. So yeah, you kind of come here, like, as few as 3 times, being at the Citadel lockdown, and then essentially the very final mission. But it normally would be better to go to the Citadel at least 2 more times in between your 4 main missions to go through all of the side quests in the process.
This statue shows how well the Protheans blended function and form. The mass relays were not only their greatest technological achievement, but also inspiration for beautiful works of art.
Alright. So, that was essentially my second person I needed to deal with in terms of selling and buying things. So, I know that I've gone through pretty much every single place that needed side missions completed. So, the only thing that I currently have going on is going and meeting Captain Anderson, but there always happens to be side missions available no matter what you do. So, there are going to be a few side missions before we head on over to Flux. Let's see. We're not going to go straight to Flux, we're going to go to Coruscant really quickly. Because it is technically a back way to heading into the markets, which is both downstairs and upstairs that has merchants available. And then we'll work our way around to going to Flux. So.
Yes, human. You need something, eh? Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna skip all of that. Ooh. Ooh, that's gnarly. Okay. Wow. Heck yes, I'm buying that. Yeah, that armor, Predator HX, if it was just Predator, it'd be just a basic armor. But Predator H, like anything that has an additional letter on it, usually means it's a lot more powerful than your average armor. So, I would highly recommend that armor for Rex if you convinced him through Paragon or Renegade choice. I think that's it, though. I was hoping for more Quarian armor, but it doesn't look like there's anything.
Yes, human. You need... Oh, you...
What else is there? Nothing too crazy. Nothing really to speak of. But yeah, that was definitely... Well, hang on a sec. Well... I'm going back and forth here. If I happen to miss anything, or if you have any questions, feel free to comment below and voice your opinions or advice or anything of that nature.
Welcome back.
Show me what you've got.
Most excellent.
Alright, so this is the last one. Now, there isn't really anything worth of value here, but let's see. I know how good avalanche shotguns are, but I don't use shotguns that much. Maybe that'll change within each class that I play. Because I do plan on playing as more than one Shepherd. Sometime in the future I'll do that. We will see. But for the moment, I'm just going to buy that one shotgun, even though I'm not going to use it. I just want to use up the money. So I'm going to save these Solikov shotguns and continue my method of madness here. I'm going to go all the way up to about 900 and... at least 950s. Because I got so much stuff here. I think that's good. Alright, so that completes that. Now we're just going to go all the way up to Flux.
Excuse me, you're the Spectre, right? Commander Shepard, it is an honor to speak with you.
What's this demonstration about?
I'm Charles Saraceno of the Terra Firma Party. With Armistice Day coming soon, we're making our voices heard by the alien appeasers on the Presidium. Can I count on your support in the next election?
You're marking the end of the First Contact War with a protest?
As we have every year for the last 26 years. The war taught humanity a lesson that some would forget. If we don't stand up for ourselves, no one else will.
I thought the lesson of the First Contact War was that there's other life in the galaxy, and they have opinions too.
Perhaps so, Commander. But if aliens feel free to express their opinions at gunpoint, why shouldn't we?
What happened at the mass relay was a misunderstanding. If you saw a child about to touch a gun, wouldn't you stop them?
I'd pull them away, yes. I wouldn't shoot them dead.
What are you running for?
I'm seeking one of the 5 spacer seats in Parliament. They have certain Baroque conditions for a citizen to be able to vote for them. You have to spend more than 6 months a year in space, but you can't have stayed in any one settled system for more than a month. You do spend most of your time in space, Commander.
I don't know Terra Firma's platform. What do you stand for?
Our core value is that Earth must stand firm against alien influences. Politically, culturally, and in the worst case, militarily.
That is not unreasonable, but some of the things these people are saying sound a bit bigoted.
Excuse me, I don't believe human politics are any of your business.
What the Alliance does affects everyone around it.
We live in this galaxy, Mr. Saraceno. We can't pretend that what we do affects no one else.
No, of course not. My apologies. I only meant to point out that other species have no right to interfere in Alliance politics.
Sorry. I believe we need to work peacefully with other races.
We've heard that before in human history. Well-meaning naivete leads to declarations of peace in our time. We can't allow anything like Shanxi to happen again. I don't suppose I could convince you to issue a public statement of support for my candidacy. The support of the first human Spectre would be invaluable.
The occupation of Shanxi couldn't happen again. We weren't even sure there were aliens to garrison against back then.
It's still a powerful symbol, Commander. Shanxi is the only human territory ever occupied by an alien species.
You have the right to your opinion, Mr. Saraceno, but with all due respect, I disagree with it.
I understand. I'm glad you support the democratic process, because Terra Firma remembers you.
So...
I have to work the crowd, Commander. Maybe we can do lunch sometime?
So believe it or not, Charles Saraceno is actually a character that shows up in one of the earliest Mass Effect novels. So, if you happen to notice that, they kind of do that transition of book to game characters pretty well. But yeah, that all is dependent on whether you follow humanity or not, and honestly, I'm a Paragon. I love melding with other races.
Soldier, I've got a major situation, and I need help from somebody with humanity's interests at heart.
What kind of situation are we talking about?
Of course, right to business. That's why humanity has the best damn fleet in the galaxy. My name is Kylesk8r. I'm an Alliance negotiator. We've got a big session coming up with the Solarians. You wouldn't believe what's riding on this. I'm fighting for humanity on this one, just like you are.
I understand. It's important. So what do you need?
Well, in order to do my best for humanity, I need the best resources on the market. There's a mental stimulant that increases alertness and cognitive function. It's legal, but restricted. I've purchased the monthly limit, and I need more from the medbay.
What is this stimulant exactly?
Oh, I don't know the medical terms, but it increases mental capacity, short-term recall, that sort of thing. It helps me stay focused, and it keeps me sharp. Nothing gets by me when I'm on it.
If you know the monthly limits, why did you go over them?
The negotiations were supposed to be last week, but the Solarians stalled it, probably deliberately. If I don't get the stimulant, I'll be a wreck. My assistant will take over, and that would be a disaster.
You should put some trust in your assistant. Didn't you train him?
My assistant wants to bend over backwards for the Citadel races. He wants to show them we're reasonable. No race will respect us until we show them who's in charge. That's what it took with the Turians. Yeah, forget my assistant.
Why is this deal so important?
The Solarians want to set up long-term trade agreements. There are billions of credits at stake. If I don't get the drug, my assistant will take over and mess up the whole deal. It would be a disaster.
We got back to this option.
Is your assistant incompetent or just inexperienced?
Worse. He's an alien sympathizer. My assistant wants to bend over backwards for the Citadel races. He wants to show them we're reasonable. No race will respect us until we show them who's in charge. That's what it took with the Turians. Yeah, forget my assistant.
Keeler, you've got a problem. You need to get treatment.
It might look that way from the outside, but this is just a one-time slip-up. All the top negotiators are on stimulants close to the legal limit. It's the way the game is played.
I don't see all the top negotiators soliciting help to go over the legal limit, Keeler.
Maybe you're right. I've been trying to keep humanity strong, and maybe I've pushed myself too hard. I'll tell you what, this will be the last time I use the stimulant. After this deal is finished, I'll get treatment.
Yeah, I'm going Paragon with you.
No trade negotiation is worth ruining your life for. Let it go and get help.
You don't understand! Humanity needs me, and I need that stimulant. Without it, I don't know anymore. I get so tired when I run out of the stimulant. I just need one more boost.
There's no shame in having a problem, but you have to get treatment.
You're right. I'll go tell my assistant. I shouldn't be working like this. I'll get help. I'm just sorry it came to this.
Well, that was the last of the Citadel lockdown side missions.
Still can't believe that can happen out in the open like that.
Neither could he. The CSEC agent said there has been an increase in violent crimes in this area lately.
Did he say why?
No, he kind of skirted the issue.
It's those damn humans, if you ask me.
They're not all bad. They're just different. Mostly.
I don't like them. They all act like they've been living here forever. The Citadel is ours.
Why is the music in these places always so loud? It almost seems as if the people here want an excuse not to talk to each other.
You almost never see any keepers in this club. I guess they don't care what happens here. That or music keeps them away.
How could anyone live here? There are just so many people. Everyone here seems so busy, so rushed. I wonder if they're happy.
So, a couple things. One, you can dance with your partner. That's actually why I brought Liara with me. As long as you've developed actively, you can technically do go on the dance floor and then speak to your partner, and boom, they're dancing. The second thing here is I did not go to the med clinic simply because there was no real reason for me to go back.
Hey there, welcome to class.
I do not feel like playing Quasar. That's just a simple mini game to get more or lose more money, and honestly, I have too much money as is and I don't feel like spending the time. But at this point, this is the final piece of this. So once you go and talk to Captain Anderson and head out of the Citadel to escape, that's it. You can't go back to the Citadel. So be exactly sure you've done everything before you talk to Captain Anderson at this point.
I'm glad you came, Shepard. I heard what happened.
They pulled me off the mission. Just like when they forced you to give up the Normandy.
I know, I'm sorry. I wanted to warn you, but there was no way to get a message to you before you docked. I know you're pissed off right now, but you can't give up. They all think this is over, but we both know it's not. You have to go to Ilos. You have to stop Saren from using the conduit.
There's only one ship that can get me into the Terminus systems undetected, and she's grounded.
Citadel controls locked out all the Normandy's systems, but if we override the Ambassador's orders, we can get them to bring the Normandy back online. You can be in the Terminus systems before anyone even knows you're gone.
If we steal the Normandy, you're the one left holding the bag.
And if Saren finds the conduit, life as we know it is over. The Reapers will destroy us. Humans, Asari, everybody. You're the only one who can stop him, Shepard. So I'll do whatever it takes to get you on the Normandy and off this station.
Stealing the Normandy is mutiny. What if the crew won't help me?
The Normandy's your ship now, Commander. Her crew will follow you to the ends of the galaxy. We both know that.
I won't forget this, Captain. I promise.
I can unlock the Normandy from one of the consoles in the Citadel Control Center. You'll have a few minutes before anyone realizes what happened.
That's a restricted area patrolled by armed guards. How are you going to get in?
Leave that to me. Just make sure you're in the Normandy when the systems come back online.
You're gonna get yourself killed. There has to be another way.
Ambassador Udina issued the lockdown order. If I can hack into the computer in his office, maybe I can override it.
He will not just stand by while you use his computer.
Hopefully he won't be there. If he is, I'll just have to think of something.
The Ambassador will not forgive this, Captain. You will be charged with treason, a capital offense.
We don't have a lot of options. I break into the Ambassador's computer, or I take my chances with the patrols in Citadel control.
Personally, I love Anderson punching Udina. Kind of sense of poetic justice like that, so I'm gonna break into his office.
You'll have a better chance if you go after the Ambassador's computer.
I was hoping you'd say that. The Ambassador has made this personal. You ready to get the hell off this station, Commander?
Let's do it.
I'll take care of the lockdown. You get down to the Normandy and tell Joker to stand by.
Alright. There you have it. We have officially sealed the deal. So, I guess I take back what I said. Now this is the final time you can actually leave the Citadel. So, once we do this, there's no going back. Although I'm pretty sure I mentioned that at least 2 or 3 times beforehand, so I'm gonna do some last second traveling, because rather than skipping off to going straight from Flux to CSEC, we can just head to the elevator rides up this way.
I'd love to see what the Normandy can do in a fight.
How so? The Normandy is built for stealth, not combat.
But the stealth drive adds a new tactical level to space combat as we know it. Surprise attacks, undetected flanking maneuvers.
I had forgotten the Turian appreciation for tactics and strategy. With respect, I hope we avoid ship-to-ship combat entirely.
Alright. Well, I have completely gone through every nook and cranny on the Citadel, so with that I say, so long.
Sometimes I envy your biotic abilities, Doctor, but then all your people have such skill.
While the Asari have natural biotic abilities, not all have the desire to learn to use their abilities effectively.
Of course, I intended no disrespect to the effort you have put into your training. Pardon me.
Okay. Final stop.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress.
Anderson, what are you doing here? I didn't send...
Oops.
Get us out of here, Joker. Now!
Alright, and we have officially escaped. So, as of this point, you will no longer be able to land on the Citadel anymore, because now you are a fugitive.
Can't believe we stole the Normandy. I know we'll all be court-martialed if this doesn't work out, but part of me loves this.
So at this point now I'm just going to talk to everyone before we move on.
Aw, damn it, no sign of pursuit? I was hoping the Council would send some ships after us. I was looking forward to putting the Normandy through her paces. Figured I'd get to see what this ship can really do.
Saren's still out there. Maybe we'll get a chance to play hide and seek with Sovereign.
You know, it doesn't seem like much fun when you say it, Commander. So you need something?
I have to go.
Alright, see you.
Alright, there was nothing else to talk to Joker about, but that's fine.
Can't believe we stole the Normandy. I know we'll all be court-martialed if this doesn't work out, but part of me loves this.
Okay, well, can't talk to Presley much more on that topic. Excuse me.
It's strange, being a fugitive from the Alliance. This crew has sacrificed everything for you, Shepard. Don't let us down.
Alright, will do.
I get the feeling you want to ask me something, Commander.
I just wanted to talk.
Of course, Shepard. Goodbye, Shepard.
Yeah, this will technically be the last time that I talk to any of my fellow crew and squad mates as well, so I just want to do this one more time because the plan here at this point is to complete the final side mission, which is the DLC Bring Down the Sky.
Anything you need, Commander?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Input? We're fighting giant machines from outside the galaxy. Should I be afraid of them?
Yeah, they've been around. We'll talk another time.
Yeah, we've already talked with him about that. So, yeah, this is just one last look-see to see if we can find any new narratives we can exploit. We should also take a look at any additional stuff from the Alliance Requisitions Officer.
Stealing an Alliance ship? Risky stuff. But I'm right behind you, Shepard. It's the least I can do.
Everyone else thinks I'm crazy.
Sometimes crazy is the best way to go. I just hope they don't catch us before we get our hands on Saren.
You and me both.
He'll get us through, Shepard.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
I can't believe we stole the Normandy. After everything you told me, it seems a bit extreme, don't you think?
Stealing the Normandy is a trivial risk compared to the threat of Saren.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. If you're wrong, we'll pay for it. But if you're right and we did nothing, I think we'd regret it a whole lot more. I just hope we can catch Saren before they realize we're missing.
We'll catch him. Just be ready when we do.
Yes, Commander.
Heard we're headed into the Terminus systems, Commander. Don't worry, sir. The Normandy's a hell of a ship. She'll get us through this.
Awesome.
We're fugitives on the run. Very exciting, Shepard. I wonder what the Council would do to us if we got caught.
Your father probably had some political pull, right? He wouldn't let them throw his little girl in jail.
You don't know my father. Stealing ships is a capital offense among my people. He'd probably want to execute us himself.
The Normandy's the best ship in the fleet. They'll never catch us.
I hope you're right.
I should go.
See you later.
Alright, so, now at this point, let's talk to you.
Looking for supplies?
Let's see what
you bet.
And guess what? We've got these weapons available to us again! I do enjoy these weapons. Just checking and making sure there wasn't anything else to look at. I don't think so, but that's fine. Alright, we're gonna buy all of these again. So now we've got 2 different sets of weapons to get and choose from. So at this point, I'm gonna sell everything now up to the 900 area. Because honestly, this final mission that we're gonna be heading to bring down the sky, this will be one of the most expansive side missions yet. Once I get to all of these. Oh my goodness. There's a lot of these here. Okay, don't sell that. I'm gonna sell some other stuff as well. Some extra things we don't really need. Oh, I'm already at 93. Yeah, this should be enough. I'm also not going to redeal in each squad member's locker just yet. I'll readjust everything when we get to this final DLC. So yeah, Bring Down the Sky, from my understanding, is one of the most difficult side missions ever in Mass Effect. At least in Mass Effect 1. The Geth Incursions, if it weren't for the DLC, that would have been my most difficult side mission. You know, technically I haven't gone to the Exodus cluster. Oh, right. That's where Eden Prime is. I don't think there's literally anything in terms of resources, but we already have enough. Nor did I go to the Sol system and explore all of that. Anything else you want to do in your own time, feel free to, but we're gonna head straight into the Asgard system, where the asteroid X-57 is, and essentially do this mission. Just gonna really quickly check on... Yeah, Terra Nova. 4.4 million people. I like how most of these planets are, well, and the system in general, are based off of Norse deities. Alright, so before I do anything, I'm going to make sure I save here. And we already know what happened in the last video. Saved Rex, saved Kirihei, saved Kaidan, and this was our current save before we head into the Citadel lockdown mission. So I'm just going to save over it because there's nothing else we really need to save underneath that. All right. We're gonna bring our badass duo with us to this mission.
Status. Sensors reveal 3 fusion torches propelling asteroid X-57. At its current rate of acceleration, the asteroid will collide with Terra Nova in approximately 4 hours. Analysis. Torches must be disabled to cease the acceleration.
Hello. I heard your transmission. Can you hear me? They haven't found me yet, but I can't talk long. fusion torches. I'm going to die. God, I hope you're hearing this.
Alright, so if you have seen any of my side mission videos, you'll have known at this point that what I would normally do in this case is I would look at all of the... is that I would look at every nook and cranny that's available to me in terms of resources or items or anything like that. But because the DLC was created a year after the initial Mass Effect release, they did not showcase where everything was, and honestly, I don't remember all of it. So let's also take a look at our equipment while we're at it. Ah, here we go. This is why this one's more powerful. Better accuracy, much better damage. Not as good on heat sink capacity, but that's never stopped me from shooting. And essentially I'm going to put these very powerful weapons on all of my Shepard's pistols. Alright. I don't have any high explosive. I like using high explosive grenades better than cryo or fusion or even incendiary. And the anti-thorium gas is just for memento's sake. I like keeping it. Okay, Turian. Interesting. Not as much shields, but better tech biotic protection and more damage. Alright. I'll do this. That looks like Nihlus' armor, minus the mask. It's so weird to look at Garrus without his eyepiece. Not eyepiece. His visor. It's so different. Anyways. I'll give Garrus the sniper and the assault rifle of the same name. There we go, the Predator HX. Look at the comparison of how good this one is a comparison. Like, dude, Predator, Predator MX, Predator HX. That is literally the best armor I've seen on a Krogan on Rex. No change, but he's gonna be much more durable and harder to kill. Now, we've sold a lot of our previous ammo and weapon upgrades, but that's fine. We'll be able to get more of them throughout this specific mission, I'm sure. Alright, and then finally our squad. Cool. At this point, if we happen to get to level 60, I'm not expecting to, because at this point, this was really hard to get to level 60. I knew we weren't going to get to level 60, but we're going to get pretty frickin' close. Maybe 57 or 58. Maybe if I had done that Renegade mission, excuse me, that was available to us at 100% or 80% Renegade, we could have done that mission, probably killed a few more enemies, gotten a lot more XP and money and weapons and armor, but didn't have it at the time. It's all good. It is what it is. it's kind of whatever at this point. I kind of knew that during my classical mode with this that we were never going to get to level 60. But we're getting really close, so I've got no problem here. Okay, so with this DLC, we've got the 3 fusion torches as well as the main facility. We did just find a survey station, but there are 3 survey stations. I believe one is right here, somewhere along this area, and I believe one might be over here, but I could be wrong. It could be over here too. But this is why it's so important to kind of look for every little nook and cranny, because everything matters if you want to get to level 60. Or if you want to get to level 30 in classic mode, in legendary mode. But even then, legendary mode, I'm pretty sure you can get to level 30 more easily than you can get to classic mode in level 60. It's just stupidly hard, as you are very aware at this point. Okay, so... right, the transmission tower. Let's go there first. In the meantime, I'm gonna just create a new save just in case. Just in case any strange glitches have in case any strange glitches happen, at least we have another save to back ourselves up.
I don't know who you are, but I'm
Trying to remember if I remember this repair tower, this transmission tower. There we go. That should do better. Aha! Here we go. They did not showcase this prior to the in the last one, in the original. So we've now got our other survey stations. So that's good to see. I think the plan here is, at this point, we'll go to this fusion torch, go to this survey station. We'll kind of make a massive S around each of these fusion torches, heading into the main facility. And as you can see, we can at least see 2 fusion torches, so we've also got a lot of enemies to deal with. Oops. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have done that. But it's okay. Notice how the rockets are that much faster? Yeah, they're stupidly fast. And as you are very well aware, I normally like to finish off my enemies on foot. got another one right here. They must have added some more cannons. That's whatever. Yeah, it gives you the same XP, but I'm so used to just finishing off enemies on foot. Before we head to that fusion torch, why don't we head really quickly up here? It's kind of not in the exact same path. Well, maybe it is. Excuse me for just a second. Let's see. Yeah, let's just go here.
Got it.
Okay. Let's do this. We get our... Finally, the Batarians.
Batarians.
Check! Check! Before surrender! Release the Baron!
Gosh darn it. What? Oh, hello. We got more Baron. Excuse me. Okay, we've got at least 4 enemies here. Shoot, you're recharging your shields. There we go.
We got them all, Shepard.
If I'm not mistaken, there's a lot of grenades available here. Nothing over here. Okay. Let's save real quick.
I'm reading that the torch is offline. Was that you? Can you hear me?
Who are you? What's going on?
My name's Kate Bowman. I'm an engineer. I was part of the team assigned to bring this asteroid to Terra Nova.
We were attacked yesterday by Batarian extremists. I've been hiding since they arrived. I think they know the torch went out.
Why are they doing this?
I don't know. But if this asteroid isn't slowed, millions of people on Terra Nova are going to die.
If I find out anything, I've
gotta go. Good luck.
Okay. A sign of things to come as there become more new available races, characters, and all the like.
Hey.
Oh God. I didn't mean to... Are you hurt?
Takes more than that one shot to bring me down.
Sorry. I didn't even realize you were human until... Well... Guess I'm not much of a soldier.
I know you're scared, but I'm here to help. Commander Shepard, with the Alliance.
Simon Atwell. I'm the chief engineer on this rock. Listen, we don't have much time. The Batarians fired up the fusion torches. You've got to shut them down before we hit Terra Nova. There are 4 million people down there, Shepard. My family. They live in Aronis. My kids and grandkids. Nice communities, good schools.
I don't have time to do the math in my head. What happens if we don't stop this rock?
X-57 is 22 kilometers long, twice the size of the asteroid that wiped out the Earth's dinosaurs. It would be like millions of fusion bombs striking at once. Millions. The heat of the blast. 1,000 kilometers away, clothes will ignite. There'll be global wildfires. Air shock will flatten everything for hundreds of kilometers. Terra Nova will die, Shepard. Not just our colony. The planet. There'll be a climate shift, mass extinctions. The ecosystem won't recover for thousands of years. Millions, maybe.
Sounds like a great disaster movie.
Is there any chance it'll land in the oceans?
That would be even worse. Tsunamis would sweep inland at hundreds of kilometers per hour. Millions of tons of water would be vaporized at the point of impact. Global cloud coverage. The plants could all die, and if they go, the whole ecosystem rolls over. I'd have to run the numbers, but take my word for it. It'd be bad.
This doesn't make any sense. Batarians run criminal gangs. Unethical, but profitable. They don't destroy worlds. What does this gain them?
I've heard all the stories. Slave rings ranching people like animals. Pirate bands burning colonies to the ground. But this is... The Citadel conventions forbid asteroid drops. I never thought the Batarians would go this far.
Most Batarians aren't genocidal madmen, but these ones are terrorists.
Yeah, I know. It's just... This isn't how I expected the world to be when I rolled out of bed this morning.
You were on the ground when this happened. How many Batarians have you seen? And where?
They landed at the main facility. It's locked down now. They've changed the passcodes. No idea what's going on inside. I did see groups head out to each of the torch stations. Couldn't say how many, though. Enough to give you a fight.
Any idea who's behind this? Who's leading them? That might provide a clue.
I heard a couple of them talking. They mentioned a Balak. It sounded like he's the one in charge. They didn't seem convinced this was a good idea, but they were scared of the guy. Scared enough to do what he wanted.
Batarians everywhere, and I need to shut down all 3 torches. Anything else I should know?
One of the torches is surrounded by live blasting caps. We were set up to excavate when we arrived at Terra Nova. I rigged them with proximity detectors. That tank of yours will set them off, so you'll have to go in on foot. Even then, they'll explode if you get too close. Just go slow and easy. You should be fine.
I'm sorry, that tank of yours? You never even saw the Mako. How could you have known that? Like, this building doesn't have windows.
You set them up. Can you disable them?
Not from here. No. There are manual controls by the entrance to the torch facility inside the blast zone. You can disarm the caps there. One last thing. I had a crew working off-site when the attack hit. I'm worried about them. These Batarians are ruthless. I saw them smash the faceplates of guys working vacuum. And those Varen, I don't think they always wait for a corpse before feeding.
Any idea where I can find them?
They were running checks on our perimeter equipment. Easiest thing would be to tap into the transmission tower out on the surface. The equipment stations will show up on your sensors.
I'll look for them, but the torches have to be my priority.
Yeah, you're right. Saving Terra Nova is more important than my team. There were a bunch of engineers over at the main facility, but they're probably all dead. That or being held hostage by the Batarians.
A woman named Kate Bowman contacted me. The Batarians haven't found her yet.
Katie's alive. She's one of my best engineers. She signed on with her brother, Aaron, I think his name is. He's part of the security detail. I hope they're okay.
Give me a worst-case scenario. We can't stop the asteroid. Could the colony be evacuated?
Shepard, it took 30 years for the population to grow that large. I'm sure they're moving people to remote areas, but they'd never be able to get more than a few thousand off-world. We just don't have enough ships. No one does. Well, maybe the Quarians, but I don't see them suddenly showing up and offering us a ride.
Why were you moving this thing in the first place?
Well, the idea was to drag it into Terra Nova's orbit, mine it out, and in the end you'd have a basic structure for an orbital station. It's a lot cheaper than getting everything up into orbit from the planet's surface. The minerals we extract almost cover the costs.
What can you tell me about Kate?
Smart as a whip and bold as they come. I hope she keeps hidden. If they find her... Oh, Katie, don't do anything stupid.
You'd better find a good place to hide. When the Batarians come back and find you.
Yeah. I think I'll make myself scarce. Good luck, Shepard.
Okay, so now we've got some context. Now we keep moving forward. I'm pretty sure the next fusion torch we're heading to has those blasting mine caps. So from here, we're gonna head over here, go to that anomaly. There we go.
Got it.
The boost does help a lot in this mission. I like how you can actually hear the music that you can find on even your pause area here. Alright, so we're gonna head to that second survey station. Yeah, the combat in this DLC is definitely a lot more reactive, a lot more faster, like those turrets. The Batarians kind of have a nasty streak of taking out your weapons capabilities, much like Vermeer did back in the last video. Yep. Alright.
This is Dr. Himes.
Yeah, I know.
I can hear them out there prowling around, trying to find a way in. It sounds like they're attaching something to the door. If I don't make it, tell my family I love them.
Yeah, okay. I just had to be sure. Can never tell these days. Alright, so I believe this fusion torch has those blasting caps, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, graphically, the remastered Legendary Edition makes the Batarians a lot more ferocious. But what do you guys think? Do you guys think that the DLC in the original or versus the one in Legendary Edition are very different in terms of graphics? Or do you think they just look the same and it just looks a little bit cleaner? Kind of curious what y'all think. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that just yet.
You hear me? Getting all kinds of interference. Damn. Sorry. There's a lot of feedback. See if I can fix it. In the meantime, just keep doing.
Warning. Ground penetrating radar detects anti-vehicle demolitions nearby. Proceed on foot.
I didn't kill you? Shoot. There we go. Okay, so I think we took out all of the turrets. Now, the best way to go about getting to this facility, because there are going to be enemies over here, the best thing that I have found in terms of getting to that point is going to here and then attacking the enemies here and then taking off the blasting caps. This is the best way in that I have found over the years of replaying this DLC. Yeah, I kind of assumed that was going to be difficult. Come on. Okay, here we go. Ah! Well, I kind of figured that was going to be a problem. Well, at least I saved. Yeah. The proximity detectors are literally, like, good enough ranges to where you might sweat a little bit, but not to the point where you're, you know, it's not impossible. There we go. I love the kickback of this thing. Okay, so I'm going to be very careful here as to not die again. There we go. Got it. Got through. There we go. Now we should be good. There you are. Alright, let's go. Gosh darn it, they're already using their abilities on me. Gosh, it's not enough. And I missed. Damn it. There we go. Alright, let's get down. Where is that coming from? Oh, there you are.
Huddle up!
Oh, hello. There we go. Alright, so no need for medical kits. Alright. Yeah, I'll come back down in a little bit. As soon as I deal with this torch, which I will save.
Are you there? You've got to hurry. You really pissed them off. Their leader's setting charges everywhere. I think he's going to blow this whole facility.
Get away from there!
Don't shoot, please! No!
Who's shutting down the torches? I won't ask you again. Find this problem and deal with it. Get her out of here!
Okay. No other enemies to speak of, so that's good. Yeah, so I let this DLC be the very last thing that I do before the final mission on purpose, simply because if you're not careful, this mission could be really difficult, especially on insanity level. So I did this on purpose to get the highest level that I could possibly do before heading to Ilos. So, if you're looking for a recommendation as to when you should do this, honestly, it doesn't really matter, but preferably, in my personal opinion, I would suggest doing this mission last. Let's see, how quickly are we? We're not even at... We got like 3,000 more XP to deal with. Yeah, there is literally no way we're gonna get to level 60. 57 at this mission, it's possible, but I'm not hoping for much. But that's okay. Here is this one. Let's not go to all of these cannons / turrets just yet. Let's go to the one down below us. go to this one next. Eh, you're fine. I'll just give you some Medigel, Garrus. Damn it. Oh, what the? Whoa, that was weird. Well. Woo, those are fast. All right. All right. Saving it at this point. Let's do it. There we go. Where's Garrus? That's not good.
Shields disabled.
Let's really quickly go over here. I do like the use of being able to manage my squad even more, but Garrus just, got closed in, and so as a result, I couldn't use his abilities for whatever reason. Oh well, it didn't matter that much. I still took him out. All right.
Hold it right there. This doesn't have to end in bloodshed. Don't come any closer. We can do this the hard way, or we can end this peacefully.
I didn't think you Batarians knew the meaning of the word.
Look, I'm just doing my job here. Hijacking this rock wasn't my idea. I signed on to make a little profit. A quick slave grab, nothing more.
This isn't just a slave grab anymore. Millions of people are gonna die.
Don't you think I know that? I'm just following orders here. If it were up to me, we'd have already left.
Well, it's not too late. You can still leave.
I don't think so. Bollock would skin me alive and sell my hide out of spite. Crazy bastard. This whole mission's gone to hell and I'm gonna pay for it.
So why do you listen to him?
Good question. I had a bad feeling about this from the moment we landed. Now Bollock wants you dead. And what Bollock wants, Bollock gets. I can't change that.
Well, in this case, I'm gonna go with the Paragon option here. I don't feel like attacking him.
Do you always want to be second in command? Get me out of here and I'll take care of Bollock. Then you can start giving the orders.
Huh. An interesting proposal. It certainly has benefits over the current situation. Shut it down. This is Bollock's problem now. I hope you're as quick with a gun as you are with your promises, for both our sakes.
Bollock will get what's coming to him, and so will you if I ever catch you in human territory again. Are we clear?
Perfectly. Bollock's holed up in the main facility. You'll need this to get in. Don't underestimate him. He's a mean bastard. Let's go. We're getting off this rock.
Now, I just started thinking about how to best get to level 60. I think the best way to go about that is going and getting the max amount of Paragons and Renegade needed to get through all of the missions, probably not to the very max, but to the point where literally you battle everybody and take their lives in turn of XP. Now whether you want to do that is completely up to you, but I'm going to see if I can't make at least one of my shepherds to level 60 to help everyone else get to that point, if they can. But like I said, even through all the stuff that I've done, it's really hard. Like, I'm still level 56. I might not get to level 58 even by the time I finish this game, so we'll have to see. You never know. Alright, we'll head to this last area, which is the survey station, but if I'm not mistaken, there should be stuff over here somewhere. Also, here's another question. For anyone who's played Mass Effect, the original Mass Effect, not the Legendary Edition, do you guys miss Pinnacle Station? I mean, honestly, I don't miss it. It kind of just felt like a half-baked thing, where it started to become like an introduction player, but not really. So, kind of curious. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Here we go. Looks like they went that way. There we go. Okay. Found all 3 missing engineers, avoided the blasting caps. Now we can finally head to our final portion of this mission, which is here. To my understanding, I don't think there's anything else that we can search for in terms of resources or anything like that. I think this DLC is specifically designed for the radio, the transmitter tower, and the fusion torches. So, I think once you get through all of that, I think you'll have... You now have one more thing to deal with, which is... that. But in all honesty, this part of the DLC is the hardest part. So, you'll get to see what that looks like in just a few seconds. I'm gonna make sure I save. My advice, save frequently. Ooh, that's not good. Alright, hang on. To be honest, this is probably the second time that I have done the Omni-Gel repairing thing, and I almost never do this, but on Insanity, you might have to do this a few times. There we go. Now we're all done with the Mako here.
I'm on my way.
Just wanted to be sure I didn't die. Now, once you enter this building, you can't resave. It'll autosave for you, but just an FYI in that regard. Okay. Now, I have plenty of grenades, so I'm not until after this mission's over. Gosh darn it, already? Well, that was fun. Alright.
Shields down.
Ah, gosh, darn it. Oh, there's Kate and the other two. Oh my god. Alright, so the last enemy is over there, but I'm just gonna double check to see if there isn't anything else. Oh look, the Vermeer bomb. Nope.
You humans. You're almost more trouble than you're worth.
Let the hostages go, and maybe you'll live long enough to explain yourself to the Council.
I don't answer to the Council. Or to you. I'm leaving this asteroid. If you try to stop me, I'll detonate these charges, and your helper and her friends are all going to die.
I can't just let you go, Balak. Not after what happened here.
This is nothing. You humans have done far worse to the Batarians. We've been forced into exile, forced to survive on what we can scrounge up. It's been like that for decades.
Why take it out on these people? They didn't do anything to you or the Batarians.
Didn't do anything. Aside from colonizing a world that could have been ours. Aside from using resources that should have been ours. We were left to defend ourselves. But the humans were stronger than us. We knew that. The Council knew that. But it didn't matter. It was you. You and your kind are the only reason we're in this position.
How does killing innocent people make up for that?
We had no other options. Sometimes you need to get someone's attention before they'll listen.
Is that what Elysium was? A way to get our attention? Well, you got it. And when we responded, you ran like cowards. Now you want to start it all over again.
Enough! You couldn't possibly understand. Actually, you just don't want to understand. And I'm done wasting my breath. Now, if you want your friends to live, I suggest you step aside.
Alright, so here's the thing about this specific decision. If you attack him, you can take out Balak, but you also kill the hostages. You let Balak go, he'll probably come back in Mass Effect 3, provided you actually did that choice. And you get to save Kate, Bowman, and the other hostages. So, in this particular case, because I know that Balak will likely show up again in Mass Effect 3, I am going to let him go to save the hostages. So Balak is going to live.
You can go. But this isn't over. I'll find you eventually.
Maybe. But I made sure you won't follow me today. Those charges are still on a timer. Better hurry if you want to save your friend.
Negative contact.
Alright, so 2 bombs remaining. There's one up there. Yeah, it's gonna be hard to go either way. Let's go this way.
You're good to go.
I'm not worrying about it.
Minigel deployed.
Wait, where is it? Oh, it's right there. Whoops. All right.
He left. Is that all right?
Letting him go was better than the alternative. I thought you were going to stay someplace safe.
There might have been something I could have done to help. I thought I should be here. I know this asteroid better than anyone. You did it. Another hour and our course would have been irreversible. I ran the numbers, Shepard. X-57 would have struck near the capital city, the most densely populated region. But that's not going to happen, thanks to you. Is Katie in here? Is she all right? Is her team?
Balak was holding them hostage. I let him go to save them.
Let a terrorist go or sacrifice innocent lives. I'm glad that's not a choice I had to make. Is that... Will you get in trouble for that? I mean, he could do the same thing somewhere else, couldn't he?
Yeah, he could. Balak seemed like a practical man. Practical but callous. I'm sure if he'd been in my place, Ms. Bowman would be dead now, along with all the terrorists. But I'm not going to sacrifice people who happen to be between me and my target.
So what happens now? The bad guys get away?
Balak gets away today, but we'll still be after him tomorrow. And the day after that. Me, my crew, and every other crew in the Alliance. He'll run and he'll hide, but eventually he'll slip up and we'll get him. Bad guys never get away, Simon. Not unless the good guys give up.
Well, I wouldn't want you after me. Shepard, thank you for my grandchildren's lives. I don't think I'll stick around, though. Not with the team gone. Too many ghosts. It's time for me to get back and spend some time with my family. Before I go, I'd like to offer you something. Maybe you'll have more use for it than I will. As lead engineer, I get some quality items. Take your pick. You've earned it.
So, the only difference between all of these is the armor. You could choose the Quarian armor, you could choose any of this best armor here, but the Omni tool is, from what I understand, the highest level Savant Omni tool, and that's a biotic / tech tool, I think. I'm not sure which one, but that's why the Paragon and Renegade options are here. And the Omni tool is actually the best item out of, well, all given here. All that you have as options, so I'm going to take this.
I know it's a lot to ask, but that Omni tool of yours? I could really use something like that.
Shepard, I think I mentioned that you saved my kids and grandkids. What's an Omni tool compared to that? Take it, with my blessing. I hope you get good use out of it.
One more thing. You asked me to look into your missing engineers?
Have you found them?
Yes, all of them. Their bodies, anyway.
Oh. I see. Well then, I guess it's better than not knowing.
Take care of yourself.
Be well, Shepard. We owe you.
Yeah, here we go. Excuse me. Alright.
I can't believe you let Balak go. To save us. I half expected you to just let us die. Sacrifice the few for the many.
Then I'd be no better than the Batarians. Besides, Balak won't get away with this. I know who he is now. He can't run forever.
You sound like my brother. He was always so stubborn, but always no matter what.
Your brother was the one Balak killed?
Yes. Aaron. He was the one who convinced me to join the team here. Said it would be an adventure. I don't mean to sound ungrateful, but I should see to Aaron.
I understand. You've been through enough today. I'll get out of your way.
Thank you. Oh, I don't even know your name.
Commander Shepard, with Special Tactics and Reconnaissance.
Thank you, Commander Shepard. You're not exactly what I expected, but thank you.
What can you tell me about the Batarians? What were they hoping to achieve with all this?
I don't even think they knew. When they first arrived, they were talking about getting us back to their ship. Wanted to sell us as slaves. When Balak showed up, everything changed. It was his idea to redirect the asteroid. Said it was the will of the Batarian Rebellion, whatever that is. They followed him quickly enough, but I don't know. I don't think they're all as fanatical as he was.
That was a brave thing you did, Kate. Contacting me on the radio, risking your life.
Stubborn and determined runs in the family. My father was in the Alliance back on Earth. I think he was disappointed none of us kids signed up, but he'd be proud of Aaron. Sorry. I just...
How did the asteroid get all the way over here? Why wasn't someone alerted sooner?
The asteroid was scheduled to arrive in a day or two. Balak just sped it up. This rock is full of valuable minerals, but it was too far from Terra Nova to be profitable, so we attached some fusion rockets to it and drove it back. It was all going smoothly until... We'll get everything back to normal soon enough. Almost everything.
You've been through a lot. I'll get out of your way. So long, Kate.
I appreciate that, Commander. Goodbye.
Alright. Well, that is pretty much it.
Thank you so much. I thought we were all dead.
Thank you again, Commander. You've done more than you know.
Those Batarians are brutal.
There are millions of colonists out there who don't even know how close they came to dying.
I can't believe they were just going to send this asteroid into... Can you imagine how many people would have died?
If you do find Balak one day, remember my brother.
It's going to take some time, but we should be able to get this facility operational again.
Thank you again, Commander. You've done more than you know.
Okay, I'm just gonna explore just a little bit more just to see if there's anything else I can find.
Why now? What do the Batarians want? The people on Terra Nova should name a continent in your honor. I saw my life flash before my eyes too many times in the last few hours. At least the asteroid is still intact. We should be able to get this facility operational again soon enough. Why now? What do the Batarians want?
Alright. Well. No. I thought there'd be something else in that container over there, but we already went in there and it's pretty empty.
You can't imagine how much you've done, for all of us. I'm going to visit my family while we wait for the repair teams. You can't imagine how much you've done, for all of us.
Alright, well. And there you have it. We have practically gone through as many side quests, side missions, DLC, and main missions as we could, being a Paragon. I think my only complaint is that I didn't have the thought process of thinking it probably would be more beneficial if I were to add points to my Renegade system, but at that point I wouldn't have been able to get as much combative abilities and extra stuff as I did. So I'm happy with what I've got. I just knew it was going to be really hard when I started this entire playthrough, that going to level 60 was going to be really hard. The highest that I had ever gotten was level 57, so, you know, there wasn't much else we could do. So, here's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to just essentially take my time in terms of getting set up for everything here. But at this point, I think there's nothing else that we need to do here. Tell you what, I'm going to deal with all of the setting up of all of my equipment and armor and weapons in my own time. But at this point, now the only thing we need to do is just to go to Ilos and finish the mission and finish Mass Effect 1. But again, this is my Paragon playthrough. I do plan on doing almost everything Paragon related. But it did take literally 11 videos and gosh, I haven't even counted how many hours I've played through this while sharing this experience with you. This is my first time Twitching live, and this is also my first time sharing a video game playthrough of my own concoction with everybody. So thank you very much for being involved in this journey with me, whether you've gone through it the whole way or you're just watching specific videos up to this point. But this next video will be the final part of my Mass Effect 1 Legendary Edition playthrough. So it's been really awesome to see everything that they've done here with BioWare and kind of reminiscing back into memory lane here. So with that being said, thank you very much. Please share, like, subscribe, follow what I'm doing here, as well as my other areas, which incorporates my acting and my video production company. And I look forward to seeing you back in my final part of this journey. Take care, guys.